Hi there, it's Gemsies, and in this video I'm going to talk about my least favourite baby products. I'm going to go top 5 worst baby products. I pretty much find a use for everything, but these are just some things that I find to be less useful. Just stuff that I wouldn't recommend. This is my personal list, so there's probably some things in there that you might find you use all the time, and that is great. You're probably more in your top 5. So yeah, it is a personal list, but I hope you found it useful anyway. So let's get started. Number 5 for me would be newborn size clothing and shoes. They're really cute, I know they're really cute, but they're just not practical. Yeah, you can always get like 1 or 2 pairs of little shoes just because of the cute factor. Yeah, but for us, our son was huge. Okay, he is still huge. He was born 9 pound 10, and he was about 55 centimeters long or tall, whatever you want to say. So newborn clothing just didn't really fit him. They could fit, but they were super tight, so he didn't really get to wear them. So while yeah, newborn stuff is useful and everything like that, I just wouldn't go overboard on buying newborn stuff anyway, because babies just grow so fast. So you probably get gifted a lot of clothing at your baby shower if you have one. All relatives and friends will just give you stuff. But yeah, just newborn stuff just doesn't last very long, so that's why it's made it to my worst list, kind of. Number 4, cheap diapers. Okay, just don't even waste your time. You may think you're saving a little bit of money by buying cheaper brands, but just no. They just can't hold number 2s very well, and with, you know, newborn runny poos, it just leaks everywhere, and then that's just going to result in you needing to do more laundry. So it's just no. Also, cheaper brands can't draw away moisture as well as some of the more expensive brands, so your baby's probably going to end up with chafing and rash down there. So yeah, it's just no. Alright, moving on. Number 3 for me would be receiving blankets. More like a sheet really, but yeah, I really don't know what they're for. Like, they're really cute and everything, but I don't know what they're for. So what I did with them was I used it as a burping cloth, going like that. So you know, you can wind your baby, and if they spit up it won't get on your clothes, whatever. But the thing was, my son doesn't really spit up. He has a few times obviously, but he doesn't do it very often, so it just wasn't a problem. The other thing I used it for was for the Moses basket attachment for his pram. I used them as sheets and stuff. So yeah, while I did end up using them, I just don't really know what they're for. So that's why they've made it to my wouldn't really recommend list. Number 2 is Bonjela teething gel. It does work, it is effective, but the thing is, you can't apply it more than once every 3 hours, it says on the back there, and do not exceed the stated dose, and not suitable for babies under 4 months. So if your baby's under 4 months and is teething, then you're screwed, you can't use it. Also, every time I would give it to Connor, he would make this face like it was gross. So I tried some, and yeah, it's pretty gross. So yeah. Also, I think it's a bit difficult to apply. I just feel like because of the saliva in his mouth that it's not getting to the right place that I want it to go. Also, like, once they start sprouting teeth, you don't really want to be putting your finger in there because they want to bite you, and it does hurt. So for teething, I just use amber beads. So yeah, Bonjela is number 2. My number 1 baby product that I would never use nor recommend is baby powder. You've probably already heard the horror stories about talcum powder. It even says on the back to keep powder away from child's face. to avoid inhalation, which can cause breathing problems. Avoid contact with eyes for external use only. Yeah, obviously the particles are so fine that when you're doing that, if you're doing it too close to their face, they're going to breathe it in. Also, there are studies that show that talcum powder can be linked to some types of cancers, in particular ovarian cancer. So yeah, I would not be using talcum powder on a little girl especially. If you do want to use powder, go for a cornstarch option. Yeah, because it doesn't have any of that harmful talc in it. Yeah, just nothing. Do not use anything with talc in it, basically. Use it sparingly and you'll be fine. If you do have baby powder, you can use it on yourself, and I like to use it in my hair when it gets a bit greasy if I haven't had the time to wash it. Just, yep, put a bit in your hand and work it and brush it into your hair, and it's just fabulous. So yeah, while I would not use baby powder on babies, not the talcum powder anyway, you can use it on yourself anyway, especially your hair. So that was my top 5 worst baby products. As you saw, I did find a use for most of them anyway. I just find those things a little bit less useful than everything else. But sorry if one of your favourite things was in this list, but like I said, this is sort of my own personal thing. So yeah, something that I find not useful, you may find really useful. So yeah, that's just the differences between people and lifestyle, really. So comment down below about your most hated baby products that you really regret buying or just never use, wouldn't recommend. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Take care.